As you can see, I did hit my 10,000 plus steps. This is your girl, Shenica Bridges-Mathieu, the Shackles Off TV, where I help you take the shackles off your mind, body, and spirit while helping myself do the same. And this morning, I helped myself to a buffet breakfast in the Sheraton Grand Bay in Tokyo, Japan. I am a content creator, teacherpreneur, and I own a travel business, unshackledtravel.com. So I decided to combine my love of traveling with walking and exercise. They have a beautiful gym here too. Have not taken advantage of that quite yet, but I wanted to kind of give you some pictures of our day here. This is my mom and my two sons here eating breakfast. My breakfast is sitting there. I did keep my breakfast lower carb. I did have a little small silver dollar pancake, but the rest of it was mainly meat and vegetables. And then after that breakfast, we hopped on the shuttle bus to, they have a Disney, we're in the Disney resort area in Japan. So we hopped on the shuttle bus to get to the train station. Okay. So this is us on the train. I am just in my thoughts right here, taking pictures of my kids, as you can see. Well, I shouldn't say kids, they're boys, they're grown. They're 20 and 22. So big grown men and just, you know, yeah. And these are some pictures of us getting off. It was raining pretty heavily today, 95% chance of rain, and it rained 95% of the time. So instead of going to Disney World like we had initially planned for the first 2 or 3 days, you see she's going anyway, regardless of the rain. We said we were just going to go downtown Tokyo. So we got on the Disney train. The Disney train runs about 4 lines around the Disney park area here, and then we transferred from the Disney train to the it's called the hang on it. Well, we go to the Mahatma station, so it's like a whole bunch of trains that's like connected, and you go to different trains. So the way the train system works in Japan, that's called a Suica card. And I'll tell you more about that later. But the way it works is like kind of like different train stations in one. So if you're going to Tokyo, you have to get on a specific line that goes to Tokyo. If you're going to somewhere else, you got to get on a specific line for that. So like you can't pay for Tokyo in a different line that doesn't go to Tokyo. If you get my drift. So we ended up once we figured out how to get to Tokyo. It didn't take long from where we were, probably 15 to 20 minutes on the train, and then we went to the Modern Museum of Art. And so here are a few pictures of us that we took at the Modern Museum of Art. Prior to going here, we did go to the Imperial Palace. However, it was raining really bad, and most of what you can see in the palace is gardens. And so that really wasn't convenient for us. That's my son taking a picture here. I just love the way they have this art gallery laid out. This is one of my favorite pictures that I saw in the gallery. I love the use of lines and textures. This one as well. So I understand this is a cool picture. If you really zoom in, you can see the contrast. And they had a time lapse of this one being made. It is wall drawings and using all types of, well, math and science is used with all of it, but they broke down how they did it here. And this is the big wall drawing. So this is a few pictures, like I said, of the Modern Museum of Art. This was I thought was a neat sculpture. It looked like it was a man in a mirror pose, but I don't know if they used two statues or one because I was looking from the inside. It's underneath young man right here. This is a Japanese war depiction. This I thought was really neat. Looked like a spaceship in the back of this picture here. I took a picture of this because I just love the interior design and the lines and colors, contrast. This is back in the train station. The train station is huge. It kind of reminds me of an airport because from the Tokyo train station, you can get to now don't let me say this name wrong, but let's just say the bullet train. And so, again, it is, if you've been to Hartsfield Jackson Airport, you know how congested that is. Double that times three. Well, double it times two. It was way more congested. Also, there's a big mall attached to the train station. It is called the Kite, Kitte, So this is us walking around that mall, and that mall had about 7 or 8 levels. We ordered some lunch here. This is just a picture. That was lamb French fries instead of potatoes and salad. It was okay. It wasn't all that. This is us coming down the escalator, headed back to the train. If you just go to the bottom of the floor, it will take you straight across to the train station, which I liked how it was attached. Kind of remind me of how a lot of things are connected in places like Vegas. Okay, and then with the Keo line, this is the line that takes us back to our Disney resort. It took about 30 minutes to walk from the beginning of the train station to the Keo line. It's a lot of walking. Most of my steps came from walking in a train station and walking around the museum today. Again, because we weren't outside a lot. So as you can see, the train station has tons of food options. They have shops. We actually bought 2 jackets. The jacket my son has on right here is a white jacket. He bought we bought at the train station. I also bought a black jacket similar to that because it was in the 60s today. It was very cold. Not very cold, but for the spring, it was cold. So this is us getting back, going back to Sheraton Grand Bay Hotel. This is us eating our dinner here. We had a salad and some beef curry. And then they have like locker rooms and saunas, steam rooms. So that's where I ended up. Have a great day.